Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be talking about my health journey. So I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory of where I began. So the food that was cooked at home was very healthy, home cooked meals. It was very healthy aside from maybe the oils my mom cooked in, which now that I'm more into health, I can see that are kind of bad for me. Other than that, it was very healthy with mainly meat and vegetables. But the only thing that was unhealthy is when my mom would bring unhealthy snacks from the grocery store. My favorites were the oatmeal cream pies and just anything Little Debbie cakes. They were something I would always eat, and I would sneak snacks and eat them. And this is kind of where I began eating more processed food and more sugar. So, where my addictions began, like I said, it was from these unhealthy snacks that mom was bringing from home. And also, no one really talks about this, but the school environment. At school, especially in the US, we have vending machines that we put in middle schools and high schools. I don't know about elementary schools, but I know middle schools and high schools, we put these vending machines, and students still take some money from their allowance and their parents, and they'll go and they'll spend this money on snacks, and it's whatever they want. It could be chips, candy, anything, and they just put this money in, and there's no really limit how much they can put in and eat. So they're just eating so much processed junk food at school, and that's kind of what I started to do. I started getting money from my parents, and I would go and I would eat these snacks. I would eat hot chips, Takis, Skittles, and this is very early in the morning too. It's not like you just finish from lunch and you have these. No, you can have them anytime throughout the day. You just ask to go to the bathroom, and you can stop by the vending machine and get any snack that you like. So this was kind of the environment in school that I was living in, where every morning I would have some chips or something, and even the school food, they would include a bag of chips or like a cookie with your meal. And kids and teenagers, they're not going to eat their food. They're going to eat the junk food, which is the cookies and the chips, and they're just going to forget about the food that was served at school. Not like that was any healthy either, but that's just saying like how much processed food there was at school and how that really began my addiction to ultra processed foods. Middle school and some of high school, I used to have very intense stomach pains and stomach cramps and constipation and going to different doctors all the time because I just didn't feel good in my body and I want to know the answer. So we would go to many different doctors, and they would just tell me to take a laxative or to drink more water or to eat more vegetables. But they weren't getting to the real cause of the problem. And it wasn't until I went and saw a specialist in the gut specialist that actually took the time to do tests on me and stuff, and they realized what the problem really was. And the problem I was having is that I had Crohn's disease. And if you don't know what Crohn's disease really is, it's basically once your intestines get inflamed. And once your intestines start getting inflamed, that's when you start having the symptoms that I was having, which were stomach pain, stomach cramps, nausea, and constipation. And the doctors ran some tests and they realized I need to get treatment. So I started getting treatment for my Crohn's disease, and that's why I started seeing some improvement. But I knew that I'm not going to just stay the same because there's a reason these symptoms were happening to me, and I knew the cause of them. And this is where I realized I need to change. So I started consuming lots of content on health and foods that were unhealthy for me and foods that were healthy for me. and I ran across a few pages that are talking about health, and I kind of started implementing what they were saying because I had face eczema and acne, and I wanted to get rid of it. And once I started following these videos, they started to go away, and I started eating healthy. So these videos were preaching on going on elimination diets, eating more meats and fruits and vegetables, and cutting out processed foods, which was my biggest weakness. So once I realized I need to change, I started implementing what they were saying. And along with this, I started watching gym videos to motivate me. And this is where my eating started improving. I started eating cleaner foods. I would cut out most of the junk food, and I would have more motivation to exercise. So I was now educated on why eating junk food was bad for me, and these processed foods that had so many ingredients in them you can't even pronounce. And I started kind of getting scared to eat these foods now that I know about the effects of them and what they do. I also had more motivation to exercise, and I was just doing basic movements at home, body weight movements like push-ups and pull-ups to help build my body. And this really helped my overall health and my mood. So I started slowly feeling the benefits. I started going to the gym more consistently and eating clean foods, maybe aside from a few treats, maybe like once a week, but very minimal compared to what I used to eat. And I just felt better and healthier. A lot of my stomach pain went away. The cramps went away, the nausea, all those diarrhea, all those symptoms, they went away. And now I was feeling much better with my mood and my energy. And it really just helped me overcome all of this just by doing a few simple lifestyle changes, like cleaning up my diet and exercising and going on walks and stuff. So it and where I'm at now. So I still do these habits. I still go to the gym consistently, and I eat healthy food, unprocessed foods, and I feel great most days. And of course, not every day you're gonna feel good. It's normal not to feel good some days, either because you're you ate some junk food earlier that day, or you're just human. Humans, they're not supposed to feel happy every day. It's okay to feel maybe sad one day, but don't let it control you. And know you have the power to change. That's the most important thing, is knowing you can change your environment and the things you put into your body and how you feel. So to end off the video with my message is your symptoms can be improved. I mean, take me in as an example. I improved a lot of my symptoms that I was experiencing through just doing simple lifestyle changes. And I think you can do the same. I'm no different than you. And if I can do it, you can definitely do it. And it's not going to be perfect. There are going to be days where you don't want to do it or you quit and stuff like that. But you always have to get back up and do it because you don't want to stay like this for the rest of your life. If you keep on doing the same habits, the same bad habits you're doing, you're going to end up in the same place and worse and worse and worse. So just keep that in mind and keep in mind you're going to change, you want to change, and you don't want these habits to take over you. And lastly, health is wealth. If you prioritize your health, you will be set because if there's one thing that every person wishes for is they have better health. Without good health, you have nothing. You're not able to move, you're not able to communicate with people you love, and it's really powerful once you start prioritizing your health because it gives you the control and you just feel so much better. And thank you for watching this video on my health journey. Hope it inspires you to take some action and see you in the next video. Thank you.